Achievement is not necessarily about the teacher, and achievement is not necessarily about the program, but achievement is about a set of expectations and a culture that you create within your program or within your classroom that will ensure success for all of your students. So the culture of competition between your classes is key. As soon as you have success one year or one time or with one class, you've got to put those numbers up on the board and tell the kids that this is what we expect in this class. Even if it's your highest average ever. Last year's class had a 3.7 average. Then the first day of class, that's on the board, and you tell your class, our goal is to beat last year's class. And it's friendly in nature, right? We're trying to get kids to compete with each other so ultimately they can walk away with a 4 or 5 at the end of the year. So read the book every night, 5 to 7 pages, follow the reading schedule, and if you don't, there's going to be a pop quiz the next day. I quiz randomly, 5 straight days in a week, 2 weeks without quizzing. Quizzing can happen anytime. Why? Because kids care about their grades. 3 years ago, my school district became one of the first school districts in the nation to hand a Google Chromebook to every single kid. Other schools had gone one-to-one before, but that particular device, I guess it would be 4 years now, each kid got a Chromebook. And as an AP teacher, I thought, this is great. I don't have to learn how to use this Chromebook. I don't have to put all of this stuff online because my kids take a pencil and paper test, and I'm going to keep teaching traditionally as long as the College Board and as long as the AP keeps testing traditionally. I was so wrong about that. Having technology at our fingertips, even with AP kids who learn traditionally, right? They get school. They know how to play school. And so this is like turning the world upside down, some of the things that we do with technology, but I can't tell you how that engages kids more on their terms and not ours. And we can do both. We can still teach the curriculum and get through all the stuff the College Board wants us to get to and do it in a creative way. Draws because you're questioning their work ethic and you're questioning their commitment to the class. If you do that, make 10 deposits with that class. Man, you guys are way ahead of where last year's class was right now. This period 5, you guys are kicking period 2's butt right now, right? Continue to build them up at a ratio of 10 to 1 so that they feel like what you're doing with them is special and different. Other people will forget more about history than I've learned. I really don't know my history that well. Like I said, the kids would outperform me on some of these tests. But one thing I think we can all do regardless of the way we deliver our content and our teaching methods or how much of our content we really know and are prepared for is we can do this. Can't we? We can build relationships with every single one of our students. Related to my grades. Since I thought you had a bad impression of me, I worked hard to change that perception. Thank you for seeing something in me when I saw nothing. Building relationships, differentiating motivation, having a moment with every kid during the year. Your curriculum. Because that doesn't necessarily matter as much as motivating your students. A motivated student can do anything. Whether my students have a 19 on the ACT or whether your students have a 33 and are college bound on a full ride scholarship. Motivated kids can truly do anything. Continue to reach out to those kids and build those relationships. 5s don't grow on trees. That's a phrase that we say in class. Like, you got to do your Cornell notes tonight because guys, 5s don't grow on trees. You got to put the work in, right? When the kids start to use the words that you use and they start to put that out there as a representation of themselves on social media, you've got it. We can't be Blockbuster for our students. We have to be Netflix. We have to be Redbox. We have to be on demand. We have to be ahead of what's best for our kids. Build relationships, create a collaborative culture. Understand that what you're doing with your kids connects to a larger community of a bunch of other people who are trying to do the same thing from throughout the year. We have such an opportunity and one chance to do this right with that class or in that year. I hope that some of these ideas can contribute to more success in your class. As you can tell, I'm very proud of the work that my students put in getting 4s and 5s, but I'm more proud at how it's helped set up their lives thanks to the College Board and what colleges are doing with AP scores, and it's just really cool. You are all awesome educators doing amazing things for kids. We talked about it at dinner last night. There is no better profession than teaching, and the work that we put in with kids truly is inspirational. So thank you so much for being here. I'll take any questions that you have. This has been an amazing audience. This room is so packed. Thank you so much.